Irene, you had said that a lot of your patients that have initial discomfort, and they're crying or they're upset, and then after a certain amount of time, they couldn't do without Ortho-K. I've seen this working in Carrie's practice as well. I've seen it through consulting when I was with Johnson and Johnson as well. How do we manage that initial discomfort? Because we know that things are going to change. We've seen it over and over again. You would have these patients who are afraid to even touch their eye, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to be good Ortho-K candidates. They can be, but we have to manage that discomfort phase. So I want to throw it over to the panel. What are some tips about managing that discomfort so we can get them to that golden period where they can't do without Ortho-K? They love it.
I think the first thing that I do is, and I believe is a lot of counseling to the child and the parent. You need to give them the actual picture, or even make it sound even worse, that it can be very irritating, or, the eyes can tear up, it can become red, but it's all just for a few days. So you give them the actual picture. Don't tell them that's going to be like super comfortable initially and then you'll be in for an anticlimax. So give them the true picture and then counsel them that, it's going to get better. Talk to the child, talk to the parent, let them be aware. And that way they take it better. Even if they see the child is having a little discomfort, even the parent's able to comfort them at home, couple of days, and then they're all fine. I think counseling is the first factor there.
Yeah. Yashwan, what about you?
Yeah, actually, I think we are overemphasizing on the discomfort part. I don't think the lenses are that uncomfortable. I mean, okay, when you put the lens on, it is about maximum 30 seconds. You close your eyes and then everything becomes very comfortable. So it is just that 30 seconds of gap, or maybe a minute of gap from the time the patient wears the lens and goes to bed and closes the eyes. That's the amount of discomfort that we're talking about. So fortunately, I've never had too much of redness or watering or crying patients. I mean, you try to talk them out of it. Tell them that when you wake up, you don't need to wear glasses. You'll be able to see everything clearly. And the child would drift into beautiful dreams. I even tell them, your dreams are going to be much more sharper.
Right.
Once you wake up,
I love it.
You tell me what you dreamt about. And the kid is so excited to tell you about his dream that he or she tends to forget about the discomfort. The discomfort is there only when the eyes are open along with the lenses on. Otherwise, there is no discomfort.
I mean, I would not agree to no discomfort. There is discomfort.
There is.
Because very young kids, 8, 9-year-olds, they don't take it easily. It takes at least 4 to 5 days for them to get adapted to it. So you keep the parents informed that it can be uncomfortable. The child can complain a lot. But you talk to the child that it's going to be like super clear and, very comfortable during the day, and give them the positive picture. I think that's how it works. Otherwise, middle of the night, I've had parents call me, message me, saying that the child is tearing. What should I do? I said, just
fortunately,
leave it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
Carrie,
you need to give them both. You need to tell them both.
Right. Yeah. Carrie, I grew up in your practice. It helps to be an Ortho-K wearer as a staff member, because you can relate that personal experience. And, I was an Ortho-K wearer. I hope to be soon after my 4-month-old is sleeping better through the night, which he's getting better and better at. So once he does,
I am still an Ortho-K wearer. So
you're okay. So let's go into that. Yeah.
Yes. And the parents are very excited when I tell them that I'm still wearing it and my kids are using it. So, they get motivated.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's a great tool. I think it's an often overlooked aspect of a practice to get your staff involved or to fit your own kids, like you mentioned, Irene.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, it is. In my experience, I've done a lot of contact Ortho-K fitting. Over 10,000 fits, and many. That's just where I stopped counting. I think I could count on one hand the number of patients that we couldn't get the program done because of comfort. I mean, it's such a small percentage. You remember them because obviously you do, because you always remember the negative. But for the most part, like Yashwan, like Irene are talking about, you give them a couple of minutes with those lenses on. It's almost like a miracle that even with their eyes open, it begins to settle down, and they begin to get a lot more comfortable. And so what started out as being a little shaky, kind of a couple of minutes turns into something very positive for the child, in the end.
If you're interested in getting the rest of the episode, consider becoming a paid supporter of the Myopia Mindset. In addition to an extended version of this episode and every other episode that we do, you'll also get access to exclusive monthly bonus episodes of the Myopia Mindset. And I know you're interested. You've made it this far. You can do so on our Substack, myopiamindset.substack.com. I'll see you at the next one.